Generic greetings and welcome back to Prison Architect, where in the previous episode we were fixing the bridges and they are now, I'm happy to say, working at the moment. We'll see how time settles with those, and we put in things like the visitation, common room, we got our first cell block, hired some more staff, we're actually overstaffed, and got ready for prisoners to arrive, which is handy because we are currently losing cash and we really need more prisoners, so prisoners sooner rather than later. However, we have a couple of problems. Firstly, I haven't got the patrol set up, I've not got the walkways, and also the family cells ain't done, so let's go ahead and fix all that right now. So building brick, we're going to go clicky clicky draggy draggy and get all that sorted. Over to the doors, large jail door, that's going to go in there, and then we'll plan off that, which is the family cells, followed by nursery and other things that go in there. So unpause it and let them crack on. While the workers aren't doing that, we're going to check out deployment, staff only, and set up staff only for a lot of these areas. So things like, actually that doesn't need to be staff only, the outside is fine, that we don't need to change. The rest of it seems reasonable. People have mentioned road gates, I am aware, and we just haven't got to it yet. Don't think it was strictly necessary, but we'll see how many people run out the road. We have a patrol inside there, so we'll try, and I do say try, and set with a blue for the inside patrols, and we'll go for maybe magenta for the outside, but that's not set in stone really, it doesn't need to be. In fact, we're actually going to break that rule right now because I want to have a patrol in here which is for the guard dogs, and that requires you to have a different colour if we want to have it next to it. So we'll assign... Why did that not assign? There we go, it's assigned now. That is now reasonable. We also need a patrol around these areas, so we'll go with magenta patrol, which is going to go around here like so, and then we'll assign a dog handler. That's going to sniff out any potential people trying to dig out, and they'll start scratching at the floor, scratching away and see what the digger is there. So we do have to have some stuff in the yard. We need to have some like gym equipment, and also it's probably time to increase the efficiency by putting in a door control system. Today's beverage is a nice cup of green tea. So yeah, we do need to sort that out. I have obviously sacked a lot of staff, which is why it's probably going to take quite a while, and I also realised that I haven't got the doors in here, so I should probably fix that. Large jail doors in there, which is fine. Staff door goes in there. We don't actually need that door there, but we do need a door which goes in this area. Technically we don't actually, we don't need to have a large jail door there and there. We don't need it, but well, it's going to go in. Anyway, so I think that's all of the basic stuff that I can think of. Prisoners can sleep, they can go to the toilets, they can eat, they can see people, visitation, they've got entertainment. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much what we need. So that's good. Over to planning and then to walls. We're going to remove all of this, and we now have got our first prisoner arrivals. Harris, Pimpser, Fletcher, Whiteman, Wilders, Tack, Spefak and Jones. And none of them have babies by the look of it. No children. Okay, that means we don't need this area. I don't need to light a fire under it. That is fine. So we've received lots of these. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to sack some guards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards. 7, 8. We just don't need the guards that we have, and by the time we do need that, it's probably easier to get rid of it. So, obviously, the standard procedure applies. What happens is the prisoners will come in, they'll be escorted in, they will be searched, and then we will find a notebook page, and yeah, we'll see if they have any contraband. That's what happens over there. Right, cool. We have our shop to build, classroom to build, mailroom to build, chapel, etc. We'll get on that in a moment. We have 3 grants on the go. One is Reform to Education Initiative. That's to get a classroom, 20 school desks, and have 10 prisoners pass the foundation education course and 1 prisoner pass general. We have prison manufacturing facility, produce 30 license plates, and hang on. Oh yeah, cell block A as well. So, can we do that? Probably, but Ah, that's why. I was going to say, why can't we do things like crack down on drugs, but we need at least 30 prisoners in order to get that. So, yeah. What I'm going to do is go for land expansion. Get that researched, because we're most likely going to expand sooner rather than later. Workers are still cracking on the left-hand side. Once they've done that, I want to get them to put some more flooring in. So the flooring is going to run along and down. I think I am going to change some... Oh, that yard's actually a bit too large. I'll have to change that. Don't need that. But the yard is the right size. Okay. And there's the prisoners being escorted to their cells. Alright. We do have, sadly, a tired woofer. I was going to say a woofer, but they're actually called subwoofer. Brilliant. So Keenan and subwoofer here. The bow tie bandit. Yeah. They're going to be working. And then obviously head over to there. Oh, there's another one that's tired. Who's that? That's Fang. With their dog handler of Edgecombe. That janitor wants to clean the armory. Hopefully not going to sneak a weapon out. And there is the family cells and other areas done. Okay, good. Right, you can see it's work/free time, so they're just going to head out and have a wander around. We will have a look at traits. So, over to our traits and informants here. We can see we have Fletcher, who is strong. This is Samantha Fletcher here, prisoner number 3225412, age 33, sentenced for 14 years for carjacking. She has a boyfriend, age 36. They have one stint in the prison, because prisoners can return now. Not with this DLC, but they can return. Grading-wise, it doesn't really matter. Whatever it shows here, they haven't been here enough to alter that. So, yeah. Just going to speed up to max speed while the workers crack on. I'm aware that there's probably a lot for them to do. So yeah, let's just check our needs. Needs are all fine. They're all satisfied. Staff needs wise, we have a critical need for food on one of them, but it seems to be being fulfilled there. So that's actually A-okay. And we can also see that we have in here some prisoner uniforms. So the prisoner uniforms have been dropped off. Also, it's probably time we increase efficiency and install a door control system. Workers are cracking on to put all of the flooring in and around here, which is reasonable. I think what's best is if I clone this and put it up here. So let's go ahead and do that. As I've mentioned before, there's been many a comment regarding the size of this family cell. What size is it? It is 26 long. So 26 to there, going up to that one, that's fine. Which means that should be our next one, which is a size of 13 by 18. And that is exactly what it is. Yes, so people saying we really don't need this size and certainly don't need both. Agreed, but when we expand, then we have these cells multiplied probably twice up here and twice down there. So maybe 4, 8, 12, 60. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of cells, a lot of prisoner capacity. So we'll have to keep an eye on it, basically. So our first nighttime, we do have patrols, but we don't have much distance from the wall, so that's a bit concerning. Over to our probably some flooring here, and over to grass, and the grass is going to go in the yard like so. And speaking of the yard, I want to put a couple of things in here. We want weights benches. Actually, do you want some lighting here? Floodlights. I think I may put some floodlights in. So I'll have a floodlight there and a floodlight in there. That's fine. We'll need obviously connect those up. You've got things like tyre apparatus. Some of the prisoners insist that they have a way of practicing their climbing. I don't insist. In fact, I say no, you're not allowed that. I don't think it is a reasonable thing to have in the facility. We do have dumbbell racks, which can improve a yard's grade. So maybe we put some of those in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Similar thing on the other side. They're 100 each, so they are a little bit expensive, but it's all right. And then in between there, we have our weights benches. Probably put them on that side as well. And maybe a bench that goes sort of there and there. Or maybe a little bit centralised. I've just right-clicked and it's cancelled all the flooring that I ordered, which means it's probably still coming on the truck, but that's all right. Okay, so that is fine. Is there anything else I need to look at over here? Let's just go down. Staff we don't need to touch. Prisoners we have their intake. We've got to fill capacity medium. Jobs we don't need to look at. Needs are being fulfilled. Nothing high or critical. Regime we set a couple of episodes ago. Policy we've set. We don't have solitary and I still haven't got that. I don't know where it's going to go. At the moment we just don't have one. I think we'll just wait for the expansion to build that. Grants wise we've still got sorted. Programs we haven't run anything. So workshop safety induction, all 8 prisoners are interested. Similar thing for the kitchen safety and hygiene. Foundation education program, they are interested. And pharmacological treatment to drug addiction. Okay, right. Well, the foundation education program is the one that really surprises me. I didn't think that all these prisoners would be interested at this stage. So what I'm going to do is probably up the priority of our classroom and work through the reform through education initiative just to get that reform up and, you know, improve things. So over to our walls and doors, and then to the visitor door there. Door will go in probably double doors, a little bit of cheeky rotating, and that now goes in, and then we'll sort that out once the workers have done the myriad of other tasks that I've told them to do. I'm going to lock open the door in the canteen and in the cell block there because, quite frankly, it's too much of a problem to leave it closed. I don't need to alter the rest. This I do definitely need. I do agree with the game now that we do need a door control system. So, over to our... and we got 34 grand. We should be fine. The problem is we are losing money. We need more prisoners to make some more money, but there you go. Anyway, let's put in a phone tap and in a door, and we'll put a door control system in. I'm actually going to place that there and move the phone tap maybe to here, for example. That shouldn't be unreasonable. It means we can have 2 door control systems, so 2 different circuits. But yeah, let's max speed out and wait for a lot of this stuff to be brought in and moved, etc. Over to here, you can see we've got things like these CCTV cameras and monitors. We don't need them. We're never going to use them. So I can sell it. I'm just gonna flog it. Similar for the bleach. Oh, I can't sell bleach, apparently. There's no desire for bleach anywhere. Ah, visitation. There you go. Does that need... oh, hang on. There's visitor. Whiteman's husband, or is it Whitman? Whiteman, I think. And then they go outside that way. Brilliant. So the thing that I set up for them to use to go back in this way doesn't work. Brilliant. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Right. Okay. There may be a way. There may be some ways of fixing that, and basically setting that to medium sec only is the way forward, perhaps. Or is it because that is staff only? It could be either. It could be either. What I'm going to do is set it like that. So this is staff only, and the rest of it is prisoner only. Looks like Fletcher. Recent misconduct. Found drugs, locked down 2 hours. Let's have a look at that, shall we? Over to intelligence, and the last 24 hours, drugs were smuggled in. And they were detected by the doggo. Okay. So the bowtie bandit has managed to sniff out the drugs because it's a filthy addict. Okay, so let's see how we're going here. Oh, the yard is coming along very nicely, and also the lights are magically powered. Let's say they have discrete solar cells, which allows them to self-charge in the daytime and then use the power in the nighttime, as opposed to, you know, other excuses. So, how are we getting on over here? Still waiting for the installation of the door control system and other things, but we have to give them, obviously, the, you know, benefit of the doubt. They've got a lot of stuff on, a lot of stuff to work through. So there you are. We can increase efficiency, install a door control system. Yes, I'm aware. Shop-wise, I don't know if we need a door at the back. Certainly going to place a door in here and then a door at the back. so they don't lock themselves in. You need a door at the front so when they're working in there, they can go through that way. And, door control system and the phone tap is installed. Okay, so over to our connections. Phone tap, and there's our phone tap connected. Over to our utilities. Door servo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not going to place them on here because they're already locked open and I don't need it. And these, I don't like the idea of this door servoed. That should be fine. Let's do that to have all these doors servoed, because if I need to go around. So we'll connect that up. Controls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these we don't need to connect up because they're locked open. That should be fine for now. Lots of sick all over the floor, which is concerning. Over to the classroom then, over to objects, and we have to have an office desk. We have to have... we don't have to have a blackboard, actually, but I am going to place one, naturally. And then seating, so it's just going to be like this, I think. Oh, we're gonna have a gap like that, are we? Right, so it's going to be that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 20 in total. It just fits. So it sits. Get it going. Okay. Shakedown. All sectors. We are now searching the facility for the first time. We have found a mobile phone, 1 cell phone, 1 packet of cigs, and we get money for this, so this is good. And that's it. Fully searched. For our foundation education program, we're going to start that running. Pharmacological treatment and drug addiction, we're going to run that. And we haven't run any other programs yet. We could make some extra money if we had a death row to the facility. I haven't even got high risk or supermax, never mind death row. I think the game's a bit keen. Between you and me, I think the game's keen, innit? Right, so power over here apparently. There's that sorted. And flooring. Flooring across all of this where they'll walk. And I do think I want to change this front of house to have something a bit more acceptable. But I don't want to spend too much because I've only got 25,000 and I'm losing £1.5 per day. I think the time is to probably fix this. Say fix it. Put some stuff in here. Is the common room. And then... yeah, do you want to make this a common room? I could. I just thought, for once in my life, this could become solitary. Not a very good solitary one, you understand, because it would be that and that. No, already bad. What about if it was to be that size? No. No, okay. There's that idea out of the window just as it began. So what can I put in there? Phone booths is the obvious choice. TVs, probably not. Deck chairs, I don't know why we would. Gravestones, I don't even know why that's in the game. We don't have any bins. Sinks and mirrors, no. Metal detectors, no. We could have weights benches in here. Maybe table football. Or the problem there is you can't get through the room because it's that large. Right. I do think phone booths is probably the way forward, have 4 phone booths in there, but then we're over phone boothing the area. That's a lot of phone booths. Bookshelves. A shelf that holds books. If we put a bookshelf in, is it... I mean, normally you'd put that in every cell, but would that fulfill people's needs? I'm going to place one in for testing purposes. It's currently work/lockup, so, you know, nothing's happening. Let's have a look at needs then. Needs. Drugs, alcohol and spirituality are at high. Literature. Have this. So it says 3 prisoners have this need and 3 are concerned. Let's go ahead. It's rooms. Common room. Change that to a common room. Let's see. Oh yeah, see that? It does fulfill that need. It's like got an area around it. So that technically should fulfill that need. Okay. Not too sure what else we can have in here. We can have computer tables if we really want. Nice computer lab. Bookcase wouldn't be ideal. A snack machine. High calorie, low quantity snacks. Improves the canteen's grade, improves the common room's grade. We could have some snacks in, couldn't we? Snack machines. Whoops. Phone booths. Don't like arcade cabinet in there. That doesn't seem right. But it's not highlighting a bookcase, I notice. Bookshelf. Let's see what happens. I'm going to put that in. We'll see if that needs to be redone. It may need to be redone. It may not be. We'll have to see. Parole. We do still have that as a need, or rather, as people wanting to do that. They are eligible for parole. And we need to do the chapel. But I think that's... Yeah, we'll get it done now. It's easy enough, this one. Yeah, let's get that done. Objects, visitor table. Like so. Flooring. Wooden floor. I like the idea of that being wooden. Concrete. Put that in there. All of this, and in this. I'm also keeping an eye on the morning, because I want to see where the visitors go. It's really keen on me getting death row. It's not happening. I notice that there's loads of food. Here. Look at all the staff meals. There's loads of staff meals, isn't there? I don't know why. They're being abandoned on the floor. Anyway, visitors are coming in. They're going through, and they're going that way. Brilliant. So, is it because there's fewer doors that way? 1, 2 doors. I think it might be. It could be. Another option then is for me to shared deployment the whole thing. I'm just trying it to see what happens. But it could be the doors. We don't need all these doors anyway. We can remove them. It's not a big problem at all. But then... let's see where these go. They've gone that way. Okay. Dismantle all the doors. Let's see if that works. Let's see if that works. Remove all that planning. Remove all that planning. And... these are now in. Quick build and cloning. There we go. There's our next cell block. I would have liked to have waited. Hang on. I'm trying to connect up the door control system with the phone tap. That probably wouldn't work out too well. Yeah, I can hear a distinct opening and closing of a door and slamming now and again, but I don't hear anything else. And then every now and again someone walks past a phone and someone tries to open it and it just keeps ringing. Just wakes you up in the middle of the night as this rings constantly. I think we've got the wiring wrong. Yeah, I would have liked to wait a bit more for the phone booths and stuff to be sorted. And when I say phone booths to be sorted, to see if all of this works. But I just don't have the time. I don't have the funds available. Realistically, if we really wanted to, I could get a $250,000 bank loan, but I don't really want to be going down that route, and I think more prisoners is more interesting. Either way, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. We have got in we got prisoners, we got the yard done, we've got, like, you know, there's a classroom and paroles and other things, and still have some problems with the way people go in the facility, which is, yeah, they're not even going the right way. So I don't know what the solution is for that one. If you know, well, let me know. I'll be the first one to try and jump on it and get it sorted. But there you go. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Next episode, we will continue on as per usual. Hope you have enjoyed this episode and for what it is, the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.